Okay, so here we go. Let's see what type of situation Shoko brings up to where her and Toma may have, promised to marry each other while they were little kids or something. I don't know. But yeah, here we go today with New Testament 11. Misaki and Toma's Forgotten Past. So it literally could be a situation like that. You know how Toma is with these girls. I mean, if he's getting them now, I'm just saying he could be getting some when he was a little kid. And yeah, we already know he lost some memories and all of that. So yeah, you got that. And apparently Misaki already knew about Toma before they like kind of officially met. More grown up here. So yeah, let's just see. They might actually probably have made a promise similar to that. I'm just guessing right now. I mean, I don't know, but we all know how it is with Toma. Promise to do something, and then yeah, here we go. Now it just adds on to his problems. But we're gonna find out. Yeah, let's just see what Aeon has. But yeah, hope you guys will enjoy this. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah, just get this reaction started.
Toma and Shoko Misaki have a heartbreaking history.
Heartbreaking
Toma
history.
Himself is unaware of in season 3 of a certain.
Hey, you see what I'm talking about?
Toma forgets about one of Academy City's strongest espers, especially one that looks like that. And what exactly is Misaki's relationship with Toma? Considering she calls him
a prince, yeah.
Maybe she's just one of Toma's many simps. Not that I can blame her. Their backstory is a tragic one. So grab your boxes of tissues you would normally use for doses and prepare for a summary of New Testament 11, the volume which reveals all. Misaki is munching on a nice burger when she fantasizes about her past, staring at the intersection where she met him. 1 year before the start of the Index timeline, they bumped into each other randomly as Toma is strangely in a rush and loses his phone as Misaki picks it up.
Also, I forgot they had the flip phone Ultimate Edition. Like, bro.
Also, this means that Misaki has known Toma longer than both Misaka and Index.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure the Misaka fanboys are delighted at this news. Fast forward a bit, and Misaki is at Ground Geo, a geothermal power station with an artificial lake, and is about to erase her memories with Mental Out, the most powerful mind-related ability amongst espers. Not only can she control other people's minds with this ability, but she can also erase memories, and she's pointing the remote control she uses to target people with this ability directly at her own head, basically trying to commit mental suicide by resetting everything in her head. In this flashback, Misaki was suffering from crippling depression after losing her friend Dolly as a result of experiments from Academy City's scientists and being manipulated by them herself. But have no fear, cause Toman is here.
Yes, he's here.
Misaki's skirt like a true Sigma male. She then reacted appropriately by using her power to try and erase Toma's memories of that. But
it was already
lol no by touching his head with his right hand, nullifying Mental Out with the ability
to already cancel it out or something.
Misaki then has more flashbacks than the entirety of Naruto, with her and Toma in a flooded underground shopping mall, Toma using his senpai Kumakara Seria's teachings to try and test hypnotism on Misaki, and then saving her from getting attacked by a flock of pigeons, and handing her a silver whistle to blow if she needs help. Misaki then started to fall in love with Toma, like 90% of the female cast and the readers. But they were not all happy.
But not Kuroko, yeah. We know she's in love with someone else.
Organization known as Deadlock, formed of around 30 espers who can't advance further in their development and blame the level 5s as scapegoats for it. They chased Misaki and Toma as they attempted to murder her, equipped with a technology known as Queen Divers, allowing them to move faster than 200 kilometers per hour. Mental Out was also ineffective, not just because of how fast they moved, but also because their bodies would be taken over by their suits if Misaki controlled them via Mental Out. The Queen Divers were surprised a level 0 would choose to protect a level 5 and accused him of being controlled by Mental Out, but Toma called them out for their bullshit. Surrounded and outnumbered by Deadlock, Toma battled them to protect Misaki. You'll find out what happened at the end of this fight at the end of this video. Meanwhile, back to the present day.
Been there like 7 minutes.
Ground Geo, but strangely, it appears completely different to how she remembers it, leading her to believe that her memories concerning Toma may have been altered or ultimately fake. She is still in possession of the silver whistle, that one memento from Toma. But what if it was given to her by a third party? She attempts to extract the memories from a nearby object, and nothing happens, leading Misaki to panic as she begins a quest to discover the truth of her past. Just like Shadow the Hedgehog, she decides to seek Kamikawa Seria, someone who knew Toma before his memory loss in the Index arc as his upperclassman at school, and someone who is an expert of manipulating minds without any power. Misaki believing that she may be the culprit. Arriving at Seria's headquarters, Misaki explains her situation, and Seria notes that Toma has lost his memories, so Misaki wouldn't even be able to verify if the memories are true by asking Toma directly. Misaki also states it couldn't be an Esper power playing tricks on her, as she is the strongest mental Esper, and so Seria believes it is likely the result of technology, which is known as Misaki's biggest weakness, as she is unable to control it, unlike the minds of humans. Her other biggest weakness being physical exercise.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Misaki and then discovers a small device known as a strobilla implanted in her neck, which potentially could have altered her memories. After leaving the HQ, Misaki was approached by multiple emergency aid workers, saying she had to go with them for trespassing. But Misaki figured out they were trying to deceive her in order to implant another strobilla in her neck. She used mental out to make the workers beat each other up at a touch of a button, and then interrogated the last man standing, as he explained the strobilla had no data on it, leading Misaki to conclude it was implanted within her to make her think that her memories had been tampered with, which might have prompted her to erase her memories of Toma. Due to the revelation that someone was trying to make Misaki erase her own memories of Toma, she then realised this did prove her past really did happen. Misaki then decided to head back to Ground Geo to find clues about why it had changed, with Seria communicating with Misaki, who discovered that even all online files and blueprints had been altered to match its current appearance, with nothing of the former sites remaining. Misaki arrived to find the scenery had been altered with something akin to futuristic military camouflage, and suddenly what appeared to be a fat version of herself appeared, who had been expecting Misaki's arrival.
What?
I guess this is what Misaki and Jabba the Hutt's daughter would look like.
Yeah,
Mental out was ineffective, while the mysterious enemy attacked Misaki using psychological attacks and hallucinations. Misaki retaliated by throwing her remotes at a large target, gaining distance to remove a strobilla placed within the enemy, which might have given them immunity to mental out. Misaki believes she has the enemy controlled, to which they reveal, "I am Shokuho Misaki." Just kidding. The enemy is in fact Mitsuari Ayu, a level 3 Esper with the Mental Stinger ability, an inferior version of Mental Out, who was considered as a backup plan to Misaki by the scientists. Using a 5/OS, Ayu was able to mask the environment around her using a special dust, which can also produce a variety of illusions. Ayu blames Misaki for all of her life's failures, for being cast aside and treated as disposable, as she was not chosen to become a level 5, and that she cannot stand as being seen as inferior.
It's always gonna be something like that.
That despite the fact Ayu wasn't treated the same as her and not given the same treatment,
You're the reason why I'm like this right now.
Able to surpass even her as a level 5 by working hard or by other means. Just like how Toma proved to her that even a level 0 can outmatch a level 5.
At level 0 a little bit different though.
Victimizing herself and turning to crime because of this. Ayu then uses Mental Stinger to interfere with Misaki's mental out, trapping Misaki within her mind, revealing that she too knew Toma in the past.
Oh, here we go, here we
Her
go.
from committing suicide at Ground Geo 1 year ago. But Toma didn't answer his phone, causing her to go through with it, but as a failed attempt as she survived. But why did Toma not answer? Because he bumped into Misaki at their first meeting, remember? So that's yet another excuse for Ayu to hate Misaki. Talk about petty. Maybe if Toma was taking a shower and Ayu tried to call him, she would have taken her revenge on all showers in the world.
That
joining the
would be
other Index
crazy.
villains with the most compelling
Evil because of a relic
motivations
chopsticks.
of all time. Misaki then says, "Don't worry, Ayu, I'm going to save you from this villain complex," because that's exactly what Toma would do. Ayu then summons a different 5-over in the form of a robotic scorpion wasp and explains to her this one isn't complete, as it functions to replicate Misaki's power. But Ayu needs Misaki inside the machine for her to copy the ability, and if she can use mental out via this machine, she can erase all of Misaki's memories. Misaki's clique, however, helps hijack Ayu's control of the machine, handing it over to their queen, who uses it to attack Ayu, who defends herself with the octopus one. But Ayu manages to knock Misaki out. She wakes up inside the machine, with Ayu connecting it to her. All hope seems lost, as Misaki decides to blow the whistle Toma gave her as a last resort.
In the water? Yeah, I didn't even see that
Toma
at first.
has no way in hell of coming, since he can't
or not the
even
water,
remember
but
the promise he made with
you know what I
her,
mean.
and the fact he's probably nowhere near the site. Ayu's yandere instincts kick in as she strangles Misaki for the audacity to think that Toma would come to rescue her, when Ayu also hopelessly thought her hero would arrive. But guess what? Have no fear, Toman is here once again, straight out of hospital from the previous volume.
Got the cast
he stops
off.
Ayu, who is sent to jail. But how the hell did Toma hear that whistle? This is the most far-fetched plot device of all time. Index sucks. Nah, he didn't hear it. Saria just phoned him and told him where to go. It's that simple.
Okay, yeah, that worked. Still, how does that work out? Like,
that's weird. They interacted in Railgun T. Well, continuing on from the Deadlock flashback, Toma got the shit beaten out of him, and in order to try and ease the pain, Misaki attempted to interfere with his brain. And that was the moment she fucked up. Due to his low blood pressure, the imbalance of the moisture in the brain, and Misaki's power interfering, it did irreversible damage on Toma's brain, so that he would be unable to form new memories of Misaki, forgetting her every time they meet. Misaki kisses Toma's forehead, knowing that he will forget about her once more once she leaves, and hopes one day for a miracle where the boy she loves remembers her once more. Meanwhile, the best doggo and member of the Kihara family, Kihara Noken, is ordered to assassinate a whale, Shundo Toshizo. And yeah, don't ask how he's a whale, I don't know. And yes, he's in a big ass aquarium versus a dog with hundreds of weapons on its back. This is why New Testament is nearly as absurd as JoJo. Aleister then orders Noken to prepare to fight the magic gods with the AAA, or anti-art attachment, an arsenal of weapons
the AAA,
specializing in killing immortal beings, as New Testament 11 ends. If you'd like to see more in-depth light novel summaries just like this, make sure you subscribe and check out these ones on screen right now if you missed it.
Yeah, that is it for this one. Okay, well, that's still a supposedly tragic story. Yep, forgetting her every time he meets her. Okay. Yeah, it's like how much could his brain take before he just, I don't even know. I mean, yeah, it's about fine now, but like, yeah, what it's been through so far is like he forgets things and now he's remembering stuff, then got the whole mental out, and then yeah, it's like all this going on. It's like, how much more can it take? But yeah, that is it. Okay. Yeah, still, I'm talking about, like, I'm telling you, like, yeah, it'd be pretty crazy if he got out of the hospital bed and just, yeah, instantly made his way there. But still, it's like, okay, yeah, she just knew to just call him and, yeah, just go over to his location real quick. Yeah, just real convenient at the perfect timing, too, because she could have done it anytime later, anytime sooner, actually. So, yeah, he actually could have been there earlier. But no, right on time, apparently. And then, yeah, of course, now you have someone else here who's like, oh, yeah, I know about Toma, too. Yeah, I used to love him, right? And then, yeah, just blaming everything on someone, unless they're literally the exact reason why you're like this. Did I get that? But, like, come on. Just because they had more talent than you. And I'm not saying she was just fully like that, but I'm just saying there's other people and characters that are just like that in anime where, yeah, I mean, they blame it on someone else because they clearly just had the talent, like the other person, I mean, had the talent from birth, or at least they put in that work. And it's like, yeah, I could have been the exact same thing as you. Like, I was training, or yeah, that could have been the same thing too. Like, they could have been training together, and and it's like you're the reason why I'm lower ranked, or why I'm weaker than you, or something, or you're the reason, or I'm the reason you're strong right now. You know, it's all types of stuff like that. Yes, I've seen it plenty of times. But yeah, that's it for this one. Yeah, and then also we got Shokoho with her memories and all that. Like, jeez. But I think that'll be it. Yeah, so known Toma. You've known him for longer than, well, let me see if I can go back. I was just on it more than... Okay, I don't know what's going on in the bottom left there, and I don't even know about the teacher. Yeah, just, isn't that a 40-year-old woman, right? Yeah, as you can see, Kuroko, yeah, she's attached to something else, so yeah, don't even add her to that. Okay, I feel like there's a few more you should be adding there, but no, that's fine. Oh yeah, yeah, I was just about to say that too. Yeah, this whole backstory, I gotta look back at this. I remember this though. Yeah, the whole backstory. And I think, yeah, it was something unfortunate happened. I'm not gonna try and like say anything, but I think something like real unfortunate happened here, and yeah, it's just like it is what it is. Wait, let me see if I can. I think I saw some scars, right? I think, yeah, right there. Were they like? Cause yeah, I know it has to do with like the whole project and all, sisters and all, but were they like really like testing her? It was something like that. Yeah, I can't really remember, but yeah, I just know this was like, yeah, just kind of sick or something, or at least I'm like completely wrong. No, it can be. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, anything involving an experiment is always going to go wrong, or it's going to be some type of sick, twisted type of thing, where they're just testing certain things on someone, torturing them or something. Yeah, so yeah, actually, yeah, I definitely gotta rewatch soon, something at least, or look back, or you know what, actually, I might have something planned to where I may see this again, actually. But that's for later. Yeah, I'm not even going to say none of that yet. But I may be rewatching, but in a separate way, a different type of way. I'll say that. But you guys won't even know what I'm talking about. But that is it for their story. And then yeah, just get on with the other New Testaments, and then what was it? The other requests that some people had. So I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe again. And yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next one.